as it pertains to the NBA this past season, man. I want to get your thoughts. We'll get into the game more in detail. Today on Tribute Tuesday, we are paying tribute to the soundtrack of Boyz in the Hood. We started that soundtrack conversation last week. So today we got some cuts for you from Boyz from the Hood, Boyz in the Hood, as well as some Ice Cube tracks as well. Back in 3 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.
To know who is the kid with all the soul. It's my life. I put on this, the world of Chris, so listen in, it unfolds. With food for the mind, improving my lines, beats and using my time, wisely inviting you to fly with me and cry with me and lie with me as I'm looking up to God. Getting my energy, source from my Lord is my clarity. And these facades that's blind in my path, you do the math. These other cats is bringing half. My foundation is love and patience, so I'm built to last. I feel the blast from your attack, cranberry bathing, scaring us. My soul food is more than chicken and asparagus, and greens and grits is from the heart, so now they fearing us. It's more than just music, cause the flow I'm using is serious. Real thought and rap, it's not a lotta. My punchlines touch minds, I got more catchphrases than Mike Piazza. I gotta keep this metaphorically tight, but leave it just loose enough so it'll fit around your life, alright? But all I'm out to spit, and already did. It seems these people making plans to try to stop the kid. But dog, it's obvious, cause I must win. You can't stop it, do the math, it's not happening. For all I'm about to spit, and already did. It seems these people making plans to try to stop the kid. But dog, it's obvious, cause I must win. You can't stop it, do the math, it's not happening. These people wanna see me fail and don't think I can sell. I'm displaying my creations of art, they show and tell. I know that hell's trying to block my trail. I lock myself into my room to fuse together this music that's got to smell success and positive vibes the rest of my life. I plan to help the fail through bad vibes. I lift minds to show and expose minds. My golden balls can show your soul how to shine and hold it on the guard on life's ride. So follow me, I'll take the lead. This industry is in some need of someone to show you what's free, and that's me. I see him hitting from a distance. Every sentence I'm spitting, I'm giving sense like Jesus speaking repentance. I minister when it's pennant, the title's mine. Dirty Rice writes with whole hearts. These other rappers write ties. That's 10%, that's 90 left to give. So do the math and watch my path as I show you how to live. For all I'm about to spit, and already did. It seems these people making plans to try to...
Welcome back to the show. Boyz in the Hood soundtrack. Hey, thank you for joining your boy on the Doug Stewart Show. This is a Tribute Tuesday. Today on WSME, we got the Jeff Fox Show coming on at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned for that. No Jay Fish today. No Cooking with the Microwave show today. My man John Fisher has some business to tend to. We got birthdays and entertainment for you in hour number 2 of the show. And you hear in the background, man, today we are paying tribute to the Boyz in the Hood soundtrack. So this is a little scene when Cuba Gooding shows up to the little party over at Ice Cube house. And they're dancing in the backyard, doing their backyard boogie.
Are you ready to get into this funky stuff? I hope that will be on up. There is no...
At 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Kevin Durant, man, went ham in these NBA Finals, man, with the Warriors bringing home a NBA championship. Dude scored 39 points and went just ham. Just ham is the best term I can come up with to describe how this guy played during the finals, man. Earning the Series MVP, clinching a 129-120 victory over LeBron James and Cleveland Cavaliers on Game 5 on Monday night. Steph Curry had 34 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds as Golden State closed out its second title in 3 years after squandering a 3-1 lead a year ago. Let me stop right there. For all practical purposes, they should have won the title last year. Historic thing that we saw in the Cleveland Cavaliers coming back from 3 games to 1, but there's a reason why that had never been done before. Because it's just unbelievable that you could do something like that you could come back from 3 games to 1. And it had never been done before, and last year was the first year. But for all intents purposes, Golden State probably should have 3 rings right now, 3 years in a row. Okay? 3 rings, 3 years in a row. LeBron James, who in 2012 with the Miami Heat beat the Thunder in Durant's only other finals, had 41, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists last night as well. Here's the quote from LeBron James I talked about in the first segment of the show. He says, "I left everything on the floor every game," which is a true statement. This is me talking now, which is a very, very true statement. But his best just wasn't good enough. Kyrie Irving followed up his 40-point game in Game 4 with 26 points, but shot 9 for 22. He was kind of off last night. Andre Iguodala, the 2015 Finals MVP, came up big again with his 2017 postseason best, 20 points off the bench in a game that was tightly called at the very beginning, very tightly called. And the referees made a concerted effort, you can tell, to tighten up everything, in which they did in Game 4. The Warriors missed becoming the first undefeated champion, but 16-1 was their final tally as far as the playoffs, losing the one game, Game 4 in this series to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They had a winning percentage of any title team, the best winning percentage of any title team, of .941, 94.1%. The Warriors became the first Bay Area team to capture a championship at home since the A's finished the L.A. Dodgers in Game 5 of the 1974 World Series. Here's some more quotes. "You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but nobody comes in and cares about the game or loves the game as much as I do or work as hard as I do at the basketball game. You can talk about whatever happens on the outside, but inside those lines, I come to bring it every day. I work hard. I believe in myself. I believe in the game. I respect the game. I love the game, and I know at some point in my life it would come around for me." That's a quote from Kevin Durant. Durant, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier, I think on yesterday. Oh, no, this was last week after they had won Game 3, I believe. Kevin Durant is kind of like the perfect basketball player. The guy can do every single thing that we judge great basketball players by. And, oh, yeah, they say this dude is 7 feet tall. Okay? Long, lean, agile, sleek, smooth, silky game, can take it to the basket, can shoot the mid-range shot, can shoot the pull-up jump shot, can shoot the three-pointer, and then add on top of it, once again, he's 7 foot tall. It's like this guy was born to play basketball. I have this theory, and you may have heard this before when you listen to the Doug Stewart Show. I have this theory that there's something that everybody can do that would make them successful, quote-unquote, successful in life. The problem is figuring out what it is, okay? The problem is figuring out what it is. But some people, it's very easy to figure out what it is for them. And you can point to so many cases in basketball in particular. When you are born 7 foot tall, okay, when you're 7 foot tall and you're agile, a lot of dudes that tall, man, they clumsy and they can't move very well or whatever, man. But when you're 7 foot tall and can run like the deer, great agility, and you've worked in your game ever since you were a little boy and you were taller than all the other kids and you realized that you might be pretty good in basketball, so you continued to practice at it, a la Kevin Durant throughout his entire life, that's what you were put on this earth to do. And, man, just watching this kid, man, is just, and I shouldn't say kid because he's been in the league for 10 years. Was he probably about 20? He came into the league when he was probably 19. He's almost 30 years old now. But watching this guy, man, is just phenomenal. I mean, he has a perfect combination of all the great players. Like, he has every part of every great player's game. Like, he's Dirk Nowitzki, but better. He's Dirk Nowitzki, but better, more athletic, can shoot the three just like Dirk. I talked about this like a week ago once again. Only 1% less from the three-point line than Dirk Nowitzki throughout his career. The guy can get to the basket, can finish on the break just as well as anybody else. I mean, phenomenal. I do think it's lame as hell how he came to Golden State. I do believe that they would have probably won an NBA championship, at some point in Oklahoma City. Why would I not think that? Why would anybody not think that as they were up last year 3-1 on this same Golden State team? But it is what it is. And dude is a phenomenal player, and I think that the proverbial torch has been passed. I think LeBron has lost half of a step. That's not a shot, but he's a little bit long in the tooth, and you saw several times during this series where he had to play extended minutes, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, where he was kind of winded. Like, I've never seen LeBron James winded in his career like I did a couple of times in the NBA playoffs this year. So maybe he's lost a half a step, and Durant right now is still on the ascension. He's still not reached the top of the mountain where he's going to start to go downhill. Like, I think LeBron is at the top of the hill, and he's about to take that first step downhill. All right? And I don't see this thing for Golden State slowing down anytime soon. I just don't see it at all. I don't see any reason why, if these guys stay together and Steph Curry's a free agent, I don't see any reason at all why this will not continue for several years. I said, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Maybe that's a little bit exaggerated. But for the next 4, 5, 6 years, why not? If they can keep this group of players together, why not? I don't see any other team out there, man, that's going to give these guys a threat. I just don't see it. They're talking about Paul George possibly being on the move, maybe Carmelo Anthony being added to this Cleveland Cavaliers team, Chris Paul. I mean, there's a couple little interesting free agents out there, man, but this Warriors team's going to have another year to gel, to learn each other, to have better chemistry, and all of these guys are, once again, not even at the peak of their careers yet. You got to think. Curry's probably, as scary as it sounds, he's probably going to get better. Klay Thompson's probably still got room to grow as well. And Kevin Durant, I think he's reached his maximum potential, but it ain't going nowhere for a while. So it's very scary. When we get back from the break, what I'm going to do is get some of your thoughts in the chat room on Spreaker.com. You can call the show as well at 404-382-0338. Tribute Tuesday. Don't go away.
RBO, we on our way up. Pussy back up, you out your mind if you think you about to pass up. Nigga, step back. You and your clique gon' make me snap and grab the velvet rope and put it round your throat with all that tough talk. You best to keep your mouth closed and zipped up before you get your ass knocked out. Game over. I flip the script and when I finish, you gon' need a fucking 4-leaf clover. Yo, look bad. And my task is to make sure that you don't let that shit hit the fan. Man, I block shots. For those who choose to cross the line, I'm in the paint. I'm always on my grind. Give it up.
what you got on my 40. I got bread, but I wanna spend red money. Fuck y'all.